Now we discuss our fourth module. First topic is graph and its basic concept. And now we define the term graph. A graph G is an ordered pair VE, where V consists of non-empty set of vertices. Okay. Also it is known as nodes. Nodes or vertices. V is the set of all nodes or vertices, and E is the set of all edges. Edges whose elements are pairs of elements of V. Here we give an example of a graph. Graph with vertices U1, U2, U3, U4, U5 and U6. So here the set of vertices are U1, U2, U3, etc. U6. And the edges are U1, U2 is an edge. So first E1 is the edge. E1 is equal to U1, U2. E2 is another edge. E2 is equal to U1, U4. And E3 is U4, U5. Also E4 is U2, U5. Also it can be written as U5, U2 also. It is an indirect graph, it is not a directed graph. If the direction is given, U2, U5 and U5, U2 are different. Here U2, it is an indirect graph, so it is not a directed graph, so you can write it as U2, U5 or U5, U2. Next is E5. E5 is U2, U3 and E6 is U5, U6. This is a directed graph with the vertices U1, U2, U3. And the edges are E1, E2, E3, E4, E5. Here we have 5 edges and 3 vertices. The first edge E1 starts from U1 and ends to U1 itself. Like this edge E1, this edge is known as a loop. Starting from a vertex and ends to itself, that edge is known as loop. Also, E4 and E5 are parallel edges because E4 and E5 have same end vertices. E4 is equal to U3, U2. Sorry, it is U2, U3 and E5 is U2, U3, U2. So the same end vertices, so the line edges E3 and E4 is known as a loop. A graph without loop and parallel edges are known as simple graph. This is not a simple graph if a graph having no loops and no parallel edges, then that graph is known as simple graph. For example, this is a simple graph U1, U2, U3, U4. It is a simple graph with the edges E1, E2, E3 and E4. If we add a loop here, this is not a simple graph. Also we draw the parallel edges also. So it is not a simple graph. Okay. Next we find the degree of each vertices. Degree of U1. The number of edges from the vertex U1 is the degree of the vertex U1. Here we have 1, 2, 3. 3 edges from U1. So degree of U1 is 3. And degree of U2 is also 3. And degree of U3 is 2. Here we have 2 edges. And the degree of U4, that is degree of U4, 1, 2, and the degree of a loop that is 2. 1, 2. Here the loop starts from U and ends to U. So it's taken as 2. So the degree of U4 is 4. Okay, that is we have 4 vertices and the total degree is 12. We have 4 vertices and its degree, total degree is 12. Okay.